Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Breezy Show with yours truly, Breezy. Today is a pretty unique show, which is the only show. So this show is pretty unique and only in the sense that it is the only show. We got 3 special guests come on and talk about them in an interview later. But right now, let's talk about what's going on in the world around us and what's most important. Movies. That's right. Movies. We got the new Godzilla movie that came out. We got Neighbors, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, which was awesome. Spider-Man. So many movies. First off, Godzilla. Great movie. But felt like it needed more action. I love to death parts in that movie where Godzilla comes out, does his roar, and pretty much just looks epic. And so when that moment kicks, goosebumps everywhere, all over the body. And next thing you know, it pans to another scene, which I despise greatly with any kind of fighting, any kind of movie that involves fighting, skipping fights. It's just not how you do a movie like that. You show people the initial fights. It did show some fights, like here and there, like the side couple fight. So you know they're fighting. It's just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's something that kind of it's off-putting. Basically, you have a movie like Godzilla where you come and see the fight scenes and they pan out the fights. The story was great, by the way. No problem with the story. The only thing they could have done is add more fighting. Like they could have seen like scenes of them fighting from the beginning and then pan out in midway. That would have been so much better to the movie, in my opinion. Neighbors, funny movie. Seth Rogen is a master of comedy. Enough said. Captain America: The Winter Soldier, also great movie. In my opinion, the best Marvel movie since Avengers. I think Avengers was a little better because it had the aspect of all these superheroes coming together. That's the only piece of the Avengers I think is better than Captain America. Captain America movie recanvases, reimagines the ideas for the Marvel movies coming out. And does it so good. And it follows the comics so well, because I've read the comics behind you. I've read the comics, not all of them, but most of them. And I knew what was going to happen before the movie came out. So I was wondering, hopefully, what was going to happen? How are they going to pull this off? And they did to the T, okay? These guys know what they're doing. Even though Disney bought them in the middle of them shooting the first Captain America movie, they did their job. They made a movie, and it is one of the best Marvel movies since the Avengers. I like the Avengers more. People say otherwise. Captain America is the best, but the Avengers is just that good. And after the last movie, Spider-Man 2. And basically this movie, since I read the comics also, I knew it was gonna happen, and I felt that it was good, but it's not as good. Like some part, like how they did the things with the villains, like the Hobgoblin, Harry Osborn, he was off-putting to me. But the Electro was awesome. His story was awesome, and everything they did with Electro was the spotlight of this movie for me. Even though he kind of died, spoilers, sorry, at the end, and a lot of people, major deaths of a lot of people happened. Even I felt it was good, but there was just some scenes off, and like Godzilla. Godzilla has so much of this. So Godzilla, Captain America, Neighbors, Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which, why didn't you go space amazing? It's just something that is so, like the first 3 Spider-Man movies was just so good, so well put together, except like the third one wasn't that bad. I liked the third one, and then they decided to do a remake of it. It was basically like, I felt like they had the original scripts to the other 2 Amazing Spider-Man movies, and the other 3, it's just well remake kind of thing, because people say Spider-Man 3 was bad. It wasn't that bad, people. And that's my movies, and let's go to the guests. But after the guest, commercial break. I don't always drink Breezy Pop, but when I do, my friends always say, take it from me.
I want it!
It's my best. Breezy Pop. So good, your friends will steal it from you. Mr. Sniffer Differs, how are you doing today?
We're doing great. Thank you for having us here.
We are absolutely amazing.
We're doing how good?
Yes, and I hear you got a new album coming out.
Yeah, we do. It's just released to the public. It's called I Told You Not to Smell That. It took a lot of work to do. We thought long and hard for a good amount of time of what songs we want to choose. Right now we have the best 12 songs that we think that have been on our album for quite some time.
Yeah, I want to lift off just 3 songs.
I got some of these songs right here called Smell You Later. What gave you the idea for? What's the inspiration for that song, Smell You Later?
Smell You Later. All right, so basically it consists of lots of hardcore, heavy, fast-pacing beats. It's slow at the beginning, and it's going to progressively grow into essentially the smell, which is like the drop, like it's our version of the drop.
Right.
So
Smell You Later is the drop that happens in the thing.
Right, and it builds up, and he's in the background, he's the main singer, and it all just kind of like blends together like as like a great smell, like not like we don't really consider it as like a song where the Sniffer Differs.
It kind of starts off slow and then it goes off fast.
With our tour,
like, Smell You Later. We're leaving.
With our tour,
we're out.
With our tour, we specially will be using that song for our finale. Whenever we finish a concert,
member over here,
that is going to be our last song because it's like our gift to you. We'll smell you later, guys.
Yeah. Right, and Mark would talk about the tour if you have a question about that as well.
Yeah, I know all the information on the tour. The tour is the Paddy Wagon Express tour. We're going to be riding along in a small bus. It's very round, and what we do is we perform on top of this bus to live audiences outside of stadiums, and we kind of blow out the shows that we go to. So they go to that show for something, and then they see us, and they're like, oh, it's the Paddy Wagon Express tour. Then they'll go outside the stadium, blow off that band, and then they see us. So
we'll literally blow them out because we're the Sniffer Differs. So we will,
I smelled a couple of fans once.
Now touring again. How does it feel to be like all 3 of you all together all the time?
It's hectic. It's awesome for us, but it's hectic for the people that we have to stay in the hotels for because
honestly, it's been an amazing journey. These guys. It was rough at first. We were just kind of trying to get a feel for what each other was like, but in the end it was.
It was hard because we started off as a cover band. And that was hard because for cover bands, you never know. It's like everyone wants to play something different. And when we finally decided, all right, here's our own music. Here's our band name. Once we figured out about our band, it was so easy.
There was a lot of record labels that wouldn't take. Sorry to cut you off.
No.
There was a lot of record labels that wouldn't take us because we were like too weird.
Atlantic Records didn't want us. We didn't want us.
Def Jam.
We adopted our own label, which is Temperature Wise. That's what it's called, Temperature Wise.
Oh, nice shot.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost got it. Yeah. A little disappointing, but
anyway.
Yeah, and what else we got here? Now that you got this album out, and now you're actually selling records, how much of a hope you got that the people will like it? This is like your first album. You're actually doing well.
It's not.
I hear the concerts of doing very well. There's a lot of happy people with a lot of music that you love.
It's not
really.
really.
With Smell You Later, it's already in like the what, guys? Top 10 right now. On Billboard just said it was in the top 10, I think.
I think it's top 5.
Which is amazing for any band to get.
It is. It's an honor.
It might have been 8. It might have been misread that 5 and 8. Yeah.
And with the mail, with the responses we've been getting back is this is our 3rd album, so it's definitely amazing to have that. So it's great, for people. Our first album, any band's first album isn't going to be good. The second album is you're getting there. The 3rd album, it's our best so far. So we only just do to
climb to the top.
Yeah, we're just climbing to the top.
It gets better every time. Every new album, there's something new.
Now I noticed. You guys didn't have any other artists come along and help vocal some stuff. You think you gotta do that for the next album, like have some special guest vocals?
In the future maybe, but right now we're still local. For how it is.
I don't think many artists would like touring with us. Like our style is so different.
Our style is different, but you know what? It's also unique, and it's not really
How would you explain this
introduce-
style? Like, how would you explain it?
Kick
Like
butt.
kick butt.
Kick butt style.
Kick butt style. That's a good idea.
Butt kick.
You know, it could
It's
be
butt kicking.
It is good butt.
It's extravagant. It's definitely out there.
It's also
different.
cut picking, not just butt kicking.
I mean, it's kind of like the same concept as Aerosmith when they first started up. No one liked them for a majority of their time because they were so different.
Yeah.
You know, Steven Tyler's voice is so different compared to any other bands that were around that time. It's just like us. We're kind of like a revolution that's going on. We are setting a new style for people. I mean, it's the thing about music is you're supposed to have fun while doing it. So that's why we're not afraid. I mean, those names that you're reading off, it's like, why are you saying these names? Why did you choose these names?
Yeah, like,
it's because
some of these songs,
we're
like-
three friends that's having fun with making music, and we're sounding good. So we're just enjoying the best
And
we can.
it's gonna only
People can make fun of our names as much as they want, but we're just having fun, and I'm sure that the people that are making fun of us, I mean,
now
Yeah,
we'll
just
look
people
back
don't
later.
need to take
yeah,
us so
wow, look at
seriously.
this, so it'll all play in.
Yeah. So how does it feel about the fans? The fans that stalk you and go around and look for you and try to steal your underwear from your
I have a
drawers.
funny story about a fan.
Oh, here we go.
was this the other night?
It was a couple of nights ago. You actually fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
Jordan was with us.
Was that? Was that the night I? You cut that out.
We have crazy nights.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, Jordan was there. This one fan, she came to the bus. It was after our little steel show. That's why I like to
Yeah.
call them when we show up to the, Paddy Wagon Express shows.
Yeah.
She came up to the bus, and she literally threw up all over the tire of the bus, and she looked intoxicated. And I asked her, "Are you okay?" And she said, "I'm okay now that you've actually talked to me once in my life." And then Jordan came over, and I don't know if you remember what you said. You were a little sleepy. We'll call it that.
Sleepy.
Yeah, and he shook her hand, didn't give her any hugs, no kisses, no nothing, no big fan love.
But yeah, she
but
did just puke all over the front tire.
He didn't notice though. He came along after.
Right.
Like she didn't even say anything to him. He just stumbled over. Hey, shook her hand, walked away. So she was really happy about that. And then she went to her friends, and they were all crying because she actually talked to us. And
The fans do get a little hectic. I mean, especially with this kind of band, it's just, it's crazy. It gets crazy. I mean, I'm sure you see it in our tweets or our posts, so you kind of understand what that's like.
Right.
We post about that stuff all the time because we're from a small town. So when we're kids from a small town, we have to go up against the world. It's like, wow, it's difficult, but it's fun. It's always fun.
It's always it's a challenge. Be like
Yeah.
challenge. So
Yeah. There's no reason to hate on it.
This coming in. I'm hearing right now from backstage that they saw on TMZ about Eminem commenting on your guys' band and the third album. Eminem, the rapper.
Yep.
He's saying that your style just scares him. He's creeped out by the songs.
I know, Eminem can't really be saying much about us since when he was first starting off, he was very scary himself. I mean, he talked about abuse, alcohol, drugs. I mean, was it Kim? He actually wrote a song about his wife, Kim, and the intro of the song is you literally hear him beating up his wife, or that's what you want to, that's what sounds. We don't do that. We don't go that far. I mean, that's a whole different level. So for Eminem to say that, it's rather.
really low.
Hold on.
Really
I'm
low.
getting that one. Like, all these artists are saying that they are scared by you, by the music, and how popular you become so far. So they're scared. They're scared of you.
Are you scared of us?
I'm actually pretty happy. I'm a show.
People think we're really scary people because of our music. I mean, our music isn't even that scary. It's not like death metal. It's not like you can and especially when you see us, it's just like, how is that sound coming out of this kid? How is this sound coming out of this kid? How is that sound coming out of that kid? Looks can be very deceiving, and we're very nice people. I don't think we're really scary people. I think it's funny when people think we're scary.
I'm just getting this now. One of my crew members is just fired because he just told me to misuse the information. Eminem and everyone else did not just say that.
Oh.
Ah, okay. Well, he's fired.
Yeah, you should fire him.
Yeah.
You should
It's a
fire
little
him.
misleading. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, any other questions?
Yes. Would you like to perform a small little song for the audience at home? Just give us something.
Oh,
what do you?
jeez.
It doesn't have to be
What do you
any
say,
kind
guys?
of guitar. Just do it offbeat.
I think we're up for it.
I'm up for that. I just got over cold, so I'm all right. I think I'm all set for that.
How about Radioactive?
Radioactive.
Radioactive. That's our classic. That's what started us. It's a launch us.
Oh man, we haven't covered that in a while.
I know.
All right. Just.
Was that the first
I was
album?
gonna sit down and do it.
You can sit there. I gotta stand. I can't just scream and sit. That's just weird.
All right. You know.
Oh yeah, I know. Would you?
Yeah, please, anytime. We're
Calm
waiting.
down. I'll do it. Whatever.
1, 2, 3. I'm waking up from ashing dust. How I my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. Whoa. I'm breaking in and shaping up and checking out on the prison bus. This isn't the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my system go. Welcome to the new age, to the new age, to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm radioactive, radioactive.
Wow. Good job. Thank you again. Nice to have you.
Thanks for having
I
us
need
on
to
the
shake you
show.
guys'
That's
hand.
good. Thanks.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Have a great one.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Breezy.
Get away from the camera. Oh.